Graduands and guests, please welcome the Chancellor, the Right Honourable the Lord David Willits.
As Chancellor of the University, and by the authority of the Senate and the Council, I declare this congregation open. I admit candidates, both present and absent, to the several degrees for which they are presented. A warm welcome to you all, and now please be seated.
Graduands and guests, please welcome the President and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Paul Boyle.
Distinguished guests, parents, families, friends, good morning. Welcome to this graduation ceremony to honour and celebrate the success of our students. Congratulations, you've made it. This is a truly significant moment in your lives. You've shown exceptional character to earn your place here today. Yes, of course, it's taken great intelligence to tackle the academic matters at hand, but on a human level, it's needed far more than that. You've shown courage to ask the right questions and to pursue your chosen lines of inquiry, adaptability to respond to and overcome challenges, and sheer resilience to keep on going and going until finally you reach the finishing line here today. I remember when I gained my postgraduate degree, the sense of achievement and relief is enormous. After this, believe me, no other challenge will seem insurmountable. So pause for a moment, take it in, enjoy this collective moment of pride. Think about what you've learned, the friends and connections you made, the people who inspired you, the tutors who guided you, and your family and loved ones who supported you along the way. Reflect also on those harder times when the going got tough and you found the inner strength to carry on and succeed. I invite my colleagues on stage and your family, friends and supporters to join me in applauding your success. As you move on to your next chapter, whether it's work, travel, study, you should be proud of your university, its history, and its impact in the world. You are the class of 2019, which gives you a special status. You're our first ever cohort of centenary graduates. You're the first to graduate during our centenary celebration period, which began on the 11th of November last year, exactly 100 years on from Armistice Day, when a local surgeon, Dr. Astley Clark, pledged the first donation to establish our university. Our celebrations will continue through to 2021, when we mark exactly 100 years since we enrolled our first ever students, all 11 of them. You may not realise it, but as a graduate of the University of Leicester, you form part of a unique legacy. We're the only university in the world to be established by our local community as a living memorial to those who made sacrifices in World War I. Following the dark years of war, local people came together to establish a university to educate future generations and create a brighter future. In the midst of despair, our community found hope in higher education and sought to repair divisions through knowledge, understanding and cooperation. Our motto, Ut vitam habeant, so that they may have life, speaks to the sacrifices made to establish this institution. I'm immensely proud of our founding story because it reminds us of the power of education to bring people together and change lives. And I believe that the need for universities to be a unifying force for good in a world today is as important as it's ever been, especially when we look around and see the worrying rise of division and intolerance in global politics. I won't even mention the B word. By graduating today, you are part of a legacy of hope, a promise made a century ago to use education to build a more peaceful world. So go out there and use what you've learned to transform our world for the better. I can hardly talk about our history without giving mention to our most famous family, the Attenboroughs, who have a long and proud association with our university. We were delighted that in November last year, David Attenborough joined us to launch our centenary celebrations. David, whose father Fred was principal here, and Michael Attenborough, David's nephew and son of Richard Attenborough, took part in a special celebration to open a public space on campus called Centenary Square. Many of you may have been there. David gave a heartfelt speech, and I was moved to listen to him talk about his deep affection for our university and the role it played in shaping his life. For this reason, I want to share with those of you who were not there that day an extract from David's speech.
This university has a wonderful reputation for humanity, for culture, for generosity, as do the citizens of this ancient and noble city. It is a proud boast that I have that I was reared on this campus. It is a wonderful university. I feel it in my blood, and I am truly privileged to be here at this epoch-making event, launching yet a new enterprise and generosity from you, the citizens of this city.
David's words are a tremendous validation of our university, our people, our community, and our special culture that together we've created over the years, one of inclusivity, intellectual curiosity, and discovery. David also paid tribute to the fact that we've been awarded the title of University of Sanctuary. This means we're among a small number of universities who've been nationally recognised for the outstanding support that we give to refugees. We provide study scholarships, English language tuition, and pastoral support, which means refugees in our city are not only welcomed with a friendly face, but are given real opportunities to develop their talents and their lives. As a university founded by the community, we take great pride in the work we do in our city, and in collaboration with local organisations, we're embedded in the life and fabric of Leicester. So it was with the deepest sadness that we learned of the tragic air accident that happened at the King Power Stadium in October, which led to the deaths of 5 people, including the Leicester City Football Club chairman, Vichai. Vichai's death is a huge loss to our city, and he'll be greatly missed by all of us. He was a close friend of ours and an honorary graduate of the university who, just 3 years ago, stood on this same stage to receive his honorary doctorate of laws. Vichai was a generous philanthropist who was committed to supporting the people of Leicester through his charitable work. This included a £1 million donation to the university to establish the Leicester City Football Club Professorship in Child Health. And this has been awarded to Professor Elaine Boyle, who will lead a partnership between ourselves, the football club, and the local hospitals, aiming to make the next generation of local children the healthiest to ever grow up in Leicester. I can assure you that we will be working tirelessly to fulfil this vision as our way of saying thank you to Vichai and honouring his legacy. You are part of the university story now, and in the future I hope your connection with us will remain strong. When you take off your graduation robes at the end of today, it does not mean that your university journey has come to an end. It means the start of an exciting new chapter. As you process across the stage, you join the 185,000 strong University of Leicester alumni family from more than 200 countries. You become part of an engaged network of fellow alumni that will be invaluable in your future careers. I can't promise that the years ahead of you will always be easy. But if we've done our jobs right and equip you with the values that sum up what it means to be a University of Leicester graduate, you will find your way through. Your loved ones should be proud that you're graduating today. And for those family and friends in the audience, don't feel shy about clapping and cheering your loved ones as they cross the stage. Parents, relatives, and friends of our graduating students, I invite you once again to join me and colleagues on the stage to applaud our graduating class of 2019. I now invite the graduands to applaud your academic mentors and your families and friends for their ongoing support. I congratulate you on the degrees you've obtained, and on behalf of the University of Leicester, I wish you every success.
Chancellor, on behalf of the College of Social Sciences, Arts and Humanities, I, Professor Henrietta O'Connor, present the following candidates for their degrees. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Hanan Alanazi. Yumaka Bosa. Hannah Ditchfield. Shokri Ghazal. Victoria Lee. Helen Lentil. Dana Mahadin. Kevin Manwaring. Alexander Mosley. Kelechi Onyema Obi. Emma Powell. Leanne Renou. For the degree of Doctor of Education, Jonathan Hayward. Karen Stevens. For the degree of Master of Arts in Applied Linguistics and TESOL, Dalal Aldameh. Roger Barragan Fonseca. Yasko Kida. Aidos Mirzabek. Abbas Suleiman. Wen Wang. Elliot Woodcock. For the degree of Master of Arts in Communications, Media and Advertising, Hannah Cheshire. For the degree of Master of Arts in Communications, Media and Public Relations, Osamudiami Adututu. Nana Aduzu Abafi. Tanya Horan. For the degree of Master of Arts in Contemporary Sociology, Chloe Barrett.
Congratulations.
Laurie Parsons. Amy Zala. Julie. For the degree of Master of Arts in Creative Writing, Rosalind Adam. Sandra Barnett Pollock. Courtney Bryan. Harris Buckingham. Lauren Foster. Eleanor Johnson. Amira Mohidin. David Rolton. Matthew Wilkinson. For the degree of Master of Arts in Education, Learning and Teaching, Samantha Eimer. Sarah Barton Wales. Susan Brahmachari. Elizabeth Badell. Nicola Ireland. Christina Koshmanova. Sharon Lamble. Nicola Mansfield. Patricia Oaten. Nicola Petrie. Rebecca Jane Sawyer. Nicholas Schober. Guy Shearer. Janet Helen Thacker. For the degree of Master of Arts in English Language and Linguistics, Rebecca Broadley. Abigail Prettyman. For the degree of Master of Arts in English Studies, Amina Dreer. Razia Hajat. Rajvi Purahit. For the degree of Master of Arts in Film and Film Cultures, Matthew Henshaw. Chen Hua. Alan Morton. Javier Perez Osorio. Chen Yi Xuan Jiao. Xi Zhang. For the degree of Master of Arts in Global Media and Communication, Yu Kuin Chin. Keisha Coggins. Gloria Gracia. Meng Ti Hu. Yu Pin Huang. Hui Yu Jiang. Yijin Li. Xiaogai Li. Nazgal Mukhtarova. Ruang Pan. Asel Ramatova. Ku Ren. Xiaohan Juan. Bin Jay Shan. Nurul Umar. Amin Wang. Yao Han Wang. Hong Yi Shao. Xiao Min Yang. Roy Yen Jai, Ya Shi Young. For the degree of Master of Arts in International Education, Joanna Bergen. For the degree of Master of Arts in International Education, Innovation and Reform, Jangal Gabdulina. Yi Xingao. Christian Gordillo Sanchez. Gramo Hemmings. Chun Yang Lee. Jenny Lee. Wan Yi Tan. For the degree of Master of Arts in International Education, Pedagogy, Tian He Zhu. For the degree of Master of Arts in Mass Communications, Camilla Amirova. Yi Zhan Chen. Chao Len Chen. Zhuai Kan. Yu Gu. Chi Jan Kuo. Ting Yu He. Sin Min Kwon. Jia Quinn Lee. Ching Yi Li. Shang Li. An Liang Liu. Sung Nan Liu. Ji Xiao Liu. Li Dong Liu. Yi Cheng Liu. Wu Han Liu. Si Jane Liu. Shao Ma. Wei Ma O. Ai Shuangji. Leng Yi Tan. Wan Ji Tan. Tu Wang. Mao Wei Wang. Yu Hang Wang. Yu Wu. Chen Yanshu. Chen Yi Xu. Zheng Cheng Yang. Xing Yui Yang. Yang Yi Ye. Guo Zhang. Lu Shengyan Yang. Rahu Zhang. Shou Lang Yang. Guo Ju Jia. Mei Hui Zhou. For the degree of Master of Arts in Media and Advertising, Di Chen. Jin Shen. Ya Yi Chen. Sarah Tchaikovsky. Wen Ji and Dung. Paisley Esther Hazen. Theo Esterhazen, Charlie Fong, Fei Fong, Yi Yang Hu, Yi Ku Jin, Yuan Jun Jin, Leng Leng Zheng, Sai Yi Li, Fei Sheng Li, Yun Lin, San Li Yu, Chang Yi Lu, Lu Li Yu, Yi Li Yu, Shaolin Lu, Yawun Lu, Julia Ludwig, Shu Ma, Emily Mann, Anindita Pakuning Jite, Li Yu En Chen, Ginny Ren, Marcela Salazar, Li Shang, Hao Tan, Zhang Tang, Yu Shaw, Chi Peng Shi, Bo Yang Shu, Yun Chi Shu, Chun Young, Meng Young, Wan Chen Young, Xiao Young, Yi Fei Young, Chun Meng Yao, Yi Shu Yu, Hanzi Wen Yang, Ray Yang, Zi Yang Yang, Zhen Zhao, Zheng Yangzhou, Chu Yuzhou,
Graduands and guests, the award of an Honorary Doctor of Letters will now be conferred upon Mr. David Olusoga OBE.
David Olusoga is a distinguished broadcaster, television presenter, filmmaker, and prize-winning author. He has done more than any historian of his generation to build public recognition for minority cultures in Britain today, but in particular for their past heritage and their contribution to the life of the nation, as well as for their sufferings, all too often covered over. David was born in Lagos to a Nigerian father and a British mother. but grew up in Gateshead on Tyneside, which then as now had a predominantly white population. As a child whose appearance was different from most of his peers, he experienced at first hand the hard edge of discrimination, and this has motivated him to work to change the behaviour and attitudes of his society towards minority groups. He began his university studies here at Leicester, where his outstanding potential, despite his dyslexia, was recognised at once. One of his tutors still recalls how David displayed a passion that marked him out in seminars, a desire to master his subject and apply high-level theoretical analysis to classical sources in search of convincing explanations. He gained unusually high marks for a first-year student. Soon afterwards, however, he transferred, for personal and family reasons, to the University of Liverpool, where he completed his BA degree in history in 1994. He then came back to the University of Leicester in 1995 to study for a master's in urban history. His media career began soon afterwards with radio programmes about British and Commonwealth history. His first book followed in 2010, The Kaiser's Holocaust, in which he examines newly discovered evidence of genocide in Africa during the First World War. By the 2010s, he was making and presenting television series on history, which have led to a series of prize-winning books. The first of these, published in 2014, was The World's War, which describes how the First World War became much more than a European war, but embraced major conflicts in Asia and Africa, which drew in civilians and soldiers from across the globe. It was selected as First World War Book of the Year at the Political Book Awards. In 2016 came Black and British, A Forgotten History, an exploration of the interaction between the peoples of the British Isles and those of Africa over 2,000 years, since the days of the Roman Empire. It was awarded the Longman History Today Trustees Award, as well as the Hessel-Tiltman Prize of English Pen, the Writers' Association. His television series, Britain's Forgotten Slave Owners, was awarded a BAFTA. He has also made scholarly contributions to the Oxford Companion to Black British History. David gained his greatest national prominence last year in 2018 as one of the presenters of the BBC television series Civilizations. Its name echoes that of Sir Kenneth Clarke's renowned 1969 series Civilization, and David acknowledges the towering achievement of the earlier programmes, but the change from singular to plural is significant. The original series focused only on Western art, but the new one takes a different approach. David's episodes are the basis for his new book, First Contact, The Cult of Progress, combining history and art. In it, he recalls how, as a young man, he was inspired to see things in a fresh light by his first encounters with both European and African art. Now he shows us how, in the early modern period, European traders were late arrivals in an ancient global network spanning Africa and Asia. Long before the rise of European empires, the exchange of ideas shaped the arts on both sides. David's passion for telling his new story makes for a compelling account. To those who had the privilege of reading his earliest work as a university student, it is no surprise that his books have been praised for the quality of their writing. Soon he will take up the role of Professor of Public History at the University of Manchester. And in the recent New Year's Honours List, he was awarded an OBE for services to history and to community integration. We are honouring him today, therefore, for his game-changing contributions to history and to intercultural relations in Britain. Mr. Chancellor, On the recommendation of the Council and the Senate, I present David Olusoga that you may confer upon him the Honorary Degree of Doctor of Letters.
Congratulations, so well deserved. We're very proud to have you back at Leicester. Here you are. And you might like to interest me.
Thank you so much for having me here on your special day. It is genuinely very emotional to look down on you. I studied here 24 years ago, half my life ago. I never made my graduation ceremony. I didn't have the money to afford to be able to come down to Leicester and stay. And I missed out on the day that you're having today. And I regret that more than ever, looking at you all today. It's traditional on these occasions for the honorary graduate to offer a few words of advice. It's also traditional and merciful for those words of advice to be brief. I shall try to stick to both of those fine traditions. I think the first thing to say, thinking back to who I was when I studied in this lovely city, was that I didn't realize then what I realize today, which is that today is an incredibly significant moment in my life and in your life. It is a great discontinuation in your life. But what it is not is, I think, what I thought it was at the time, which is a starting gun. You don't need to rush and know all the answers. You don't need to rush out and decide who you are and what you're going to do. There is no ticking clock. You have time to think. You've built a foundation on which you can now build the rest of your lives. And this today does not mark the beginning of a race. It was many years after I'd studied in Leicester that I finally started my career. I started my career when I was about 27. Maybe don't leave it quite that long, but there is no hurry. And I wish I had someone who told me that when I was studying in Leicester. I think another thing to say is that every generation finds it very strange when the inevitable happens. And the inevitable is that people that you know, people around you, your generation, will, in not that many years' time, start to do very grown-up jobs, start to do things that seem very serious. People you know, people perhaps over your time at Leicester you saw in a state of ill repair on a night out, will suddenly have important titles. They'll run things, they'll have power. That surprising sight of your generation taking up the baton is always surprising, but it is inevitable. And again, the thing which I wish I had been told when I'd graduated was to do the thing it took me a long time to do, which is to take myself seriously. Your generation will inevitably be the generation that will take those roles and will lead us and will become the economic driving heart of this country and the countries that many of you come from. That will inevitably happen. But that adjustment from seeing yourself as someone who's learning to someone who's doing is a hard one to do. And taking yourself seriously is at the heart of it. And finally, what I'd like to say is, for people of your generation, born in the tail end, many of you, of the last century, whose lives will be lived in this century, who will shape this century, is never let people of my generation and the generation older than me tell you that you've had it easy. That's one of the delusions of our time, that your generation are snowflakes, that you don't realize how good you've got it. It's not true. In all sorts of ways, my generation was advantaged over your generation. Never let anyone tell you otherwise. Because your task as a generation and as graduates, as leaders of that generation, will be to make up for the mess that my generation and the generations above have left, to the environment, to politics, to all sorts of arenas of life. We are not in a position, those of us older than you, to tell you that you've had it easy, because your job is to make up after the mess we've left behind. I wish you luck for all our sakes in that sacred endeavour. Thank you so much for inviting me and having me here on your day. Thank you.
The University Chamber Choir will now sing The Long Day Closes by Arthur Sullivan.
President and Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the College of Social Sciences, Arts and Humanities, I, Professor Henrietta O'Connor, continue to present the following candidates for their degrees. For the degree of Master of Arts in Media and Public Relations, Tien Chi Bao. Mengzu Sai. Elizabeth Dowsett. Jai Li Feng. Obahi I Menatua.
Congratulations, well done.
Shizi Li.
Well done.
Fang Yun Liu.
Congratulations, well done.
Yi Liu. Lan Mi. Tung Lime Ngo.
Well done. Congratulations.
Yang Wang. Ting Ting Wu. Jia Ha Wang. Yang, sorry. Yi Yuan. Ling Zhao. For the degree of Master of Arts in Media, Culture and Society, Jean Yu Chen. Yi Fang Chen. Yan Hu. Wei Xuan Liu. Zhai Cheng Liu. Alia Tilu Zhan Kazi. Yan Chai. Yang Zhang. Sadira Ju Makal Baeva. For the degree of Master of Arts in Modern Literature, Carrie Akril. For the degree of Master of Arts in Modern Literature and Creative Writing, Michael Bailey. For the degree of Master of Arts in New Media and Society, Hamda Al-Manahadi. Amira Bukitan J. Al-Sulami. Janice Bartolo. Yuen Chen. Jiai Hu Sancheng. Yan Sui. Meng Chuan Deng. Shang Neng Gao. Xin Han. Xuan Ha He. Shui Yuan Hu. Bo Dan Huang. Xin Yu Huang. Zhu Yui Huang. Lu Zheng. Yi Lun Li. Yi Meng Li. Xiang Hui Lin. Jai Chi Liu. Peng Peng Liu. Xian Liu. Xu Lu. Si Chio Young. Jai Xin Shun. Meng Shun. Xie Qi Shun. Yu Tin Shun. No Shed. Men Young Shu.
Well done.
Yi Yu So.
Congratulations.
Sun Jiaxin. Nonyi, thank God, Uju U. Yui Jantang. Ronan Wan. Wang Li Wang. Li Dong Wang. Li Junwei. Yin Fang Wu. Xu Jing. Lin Zhu. Kai Yang. Li Yu Yang. Zi Qi Yang. Rang Shanzhang. Shi Yin Zhang. Chuan Chuan Zhou. For the degree of Master of Arts in New Media, Governance and Democracy, Rachel Lloyd. For the degree of Master of Arts in Psychodynamic Counselling and Psychotherapy, Sarah Brown. Russell Dadson. Fiona Lynch. Susan Ullman. For the degree of Master of Arts in TESOL, Hayla Almahosa. Awa Alotabi. Hamid Barsalem. Jim Shao. Xianzi Shen. Biao Fu. Fatima Hussain. Yan Li. Yu Li Yu. Daniel Lopez Salazar. Chong Chong Soon. Lin Tan. Hu Lin Tang. Chao Peng Tian. Rupal Valand. Junyi Wang. Yifan Wu. Mutian Zha. Lin Joey. For the degree of Master of Arts in the Country House, Art, History and Literature, Jolie Baker. Megan Fletcher. Abby Hofbauer. Sarah King. Amanda Maynard. For the degree of Master of Arts in Translation Studies, Miriam Al-Qadir. Claire Olchin. Hadja Al-Mansour. Emily Bayliss. Ingrid Fuentes Robles. Laura Hickman. Aya Kano. Amardeep Lal. Zhuyang Ma. Yan Niu. Martina Niazic. Dominika Obajek. Young Pan. Gan Pen Zhang. For the degree of Master of Arts in Victorian Studies, Sophie Blacklock. Aaron Eames. Robert Jones. Rachel Leckie-Bush. For the degree of Master of Science in Educational Leadership, Nadia Quemento. For the degree of Master of Science in Social Science, for the degree of Master of Science in Social Research, Emmy Fawkes. Benjamin Hart. Oliver Miles. For the degree of Master of Science in Social Science Research, Economic and Social History, Adam Miller. For the degree of Master of Science in Social Science Research, Human Geography, Ellen Bishop. Niamh McHugh. Antonia Nadeau. For the Postgraduate Certificate in Education, Secondary, Dhruv Joshi. For the Postgraduate Certificate in Learning Technologies, Susanna Fowler. Ian Thompson. For the Postgraduate Certificate in the Country House, Art, History and Literature, Charlotte Barton. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English, Katie Delaney. Emily Henlon. Nikita Kahuhu. Bethany Kendall. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English and History, Fozia Gull. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Film and Media Studies, Lucy Bowerden. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Media and Communication, Monica Begum. Madlida Mamgair. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Cherish Dean. For the Arts Foundation degree in Integrative Counselling, Petronilla Chiaguero. James Craven. Lisa Cunningham. William Davis. Catherine Jane Dawson. Bridget Dickens. Karina Hutchinson. Sondus Korsan. Victoria Lucchesi. Annabelle Mabbott. Claire Marsh. Sophie Taranadji. Catherine Noak.
Well done, Catherine. Congratulations. Well done.
Rosemary Palmer.
Congratulations. Well done.
Fatima Pir Mohammed.
Congratulations. Well done.
Kerry Riley.
Congratulations. Well done.
Jean Rowe.
Congratulations. Well done.
Parmesh Shergill. Natalie Vernon.
Well done. Congratulations.
For the Certificate of Higher Education in Counselling, Fatima Zareen.
Well done, Fatima. Well done.
For the Certificate of Higher Education in Creative Writing, Alexis Mazzolo.
Congratulations. Well done. Well done.
For the Certificate of Higher Education in Drug and Alcohol Counselling and Treatment, Maxine Carr.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Certificate of Higher Education in Social Welfare Advice and Guidance, Jamal Abdullah.
Congratulations to that. Well done.
Dimple Patel.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Master of Arts in New Media and Society, Xiao Jifu.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the degree of Master of Arts in Media and Advertising, Jin Chen.
Congratulations. Well done.
For the Arts Foundation degree in Drug and Alcohol Counselling and Treatment, Omar Blades.
Congratulations. Well done.
Graduates and guests, please welcome the President and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Paul Boyle.
Graduates and guests, please be upstanding for the final time in this ceremony. Graduates, you have proven yourselves. You've risen to the challenge and achieved a degree that will launch your career and serve you for the rest of your lives. You've filled your friends and family with immense pride. And now you join our global alumni family as part of a living legacy to build a better future through the benefits of higher education. Today, we all stand proud and remember our beginnings. Ut vitam habeant, so that they may have life. Everyone, please join me in congratulating our class of 2019. I now declare this congregation closed.